All right, guys, in this video, we are starting off a little bit further or behind in the process, and we're going to have to factor out some things before we can factor by grouping, but let's go ahead and get started. So when we're setting these problems up, we're looking for terms that have something in common, that have a common factor. So for example, x squared minus 3x, and then minus 2x minus 6. So we'll start off with x squared minus 3x. So what do those have in common? What factors do they have in common? Well, each of them have an x. So I'm going to factor out an x. And then left on the inside, x squared divided by x is x, and 3x divided by x is 3. Then on the next one, I noticed that, and this is important that you guys see this, both of them have a common factor of negative, because it's negative 2x and negative 6. So we're going to definitely factor out a negative sign. And then 2x and 6, the common factor is 2. So we'll have minus 2. And then left on the inside, negative 2x divided by negative 2 is just x. And negative 6 divided by negative 2 is positive 3. And now we have it back in the form that we had before. We see that x plus 3 that's in common between the two of them. So we'll have x plus 3. And then left on the inside will be x minus 2. Okay, and that's factoring by grouping. Take a look at one more. And if you want to, pause the video before you look at the solution and then come back and see what I get. So on this first one, 2x squared and 3x, both of them have an x, and 6 and 3 are both divisible by 3. So we're going to factor out a 3x. Then left on the inside is 6x squared divided by 3x, which is 2x. And then minus, and 3x divided by 3x is just 1. And then on this next one, it's not going to be very intuitive right at the first part that you look at it, but we are going to want this to be a negative sign, so that matches up with that being a negative sign. So we're actually going to factor out a negative 2. So 4 and 2 are both divisible by 2. So we're going to factor out a negative 2. And then on the inside, negative 4x divided by negative 2 is 2x. And then 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. Then we have our like terms. We're going to factor out those terms. So 2x minus 1. And then left on the inside is 3x minus 2. So what we take away from this example, I guess the most important thing is we're trying to make like terms. And so if I see a minus 1 on the inside of the first term, then I know I want the minus 1 on the inside of the second term. And so that means I had to divide out a negative 2. So it kind of gets easier with practice. So if you guys have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk in class.